Actually, this video makes so much more sense if you guys could saw like my whole reading journey since last year. We're doing it anyway, so yeah. Well, let me introduce you to the book card because I don't think you ever saw my book card. But I was planning to do like reading videos. But yeah, I don't think I'm a reading girly. Because I saw people online like who actually into reading and like this is their favorite hobby and everything. Of course, I'm not actually like giving up reading. Of course, it's not like I'm not gonna read ever again in my life, but I tried it. I think it's a cute hobby, but I have dolls in my life and I just compared what dolls like what the feeling when I'm like restyling a doll or when I'm opening a doll versus when I'm reading. And I compared what like people feel when they're reading, like who really into reading and like a reading girly or something. It's just not the same feeling. Like I'm so much happier if I wear a doll or restyle a doll or do anything with the doll, even or just organize them. It's just a better feeling for me. So that's why I'm gonna sell most of my books. But of course, there's gonna be books I'm gonna keep, and I'm trying to actually read it and enjoy the book. Not like what I did like a past few months. I just like rushed through it and I wasn't really there. It was not enjoyable for me. We're gonna go through these books and which I'm gonna keep. I think this is every book that I own so far. I saw some of them that I read but wasn't really my favorite, so some other people get the chance to read them, and I think I'm gonna do the same with these ones. Okay, so this is just a Descendants book. It's Romanian, so I cannot really read it. It's a journal. It's just here. This is just part of my Descendants collection. That's why I bought it. Then we have a magazine. This is also just here because this was the only place I could put them. But Miss Ariana in on the cover. Then okay, now actually books. So Barbie screenplay edition. I think I'm gonna read this. It's also part of my Barbie the movie collection, so obviously I'm gonna keep it. Mostly I want to collect books that are part of some kind of doll collection or movie that I loved. So yeah, of course I'm gonna read it, but yeah, I'm not there yet. Same with Wicked. I don't know if the book includes part 2, because I want to be surprised in part 2, which gonna be come out next year. But I plan to watch The Wizard of Oz because I'm really into this world right now. So yeah, I'm really glad that I bought the book because I really, 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 really love the movie. So yeah, but I have the book and I really love it. And this is the movie cover. It's just so amazing. I just love it. Oh my gosh, this one. I've been reading for this for a while now, but I'm not a reading girl like I mentioned, so I'm taking my time with this and I'm mostly reading when I feel like it to read. So probably am I gonna finish this kinda halfway through it. So yeah, it's interesting and like it's a script version, or this is how the book is written, the script. It's just so many people that I don't know what's going on anymore. We shall see who's the killer because I'm really curious about that. Next up, okay, so Julie and the Phantoms, the novelization. It's a part 2 in this book series. So this is the novelization of Julie and the Phantoms season 1. Sadly, it never got to season 2, but I was really living season 1 back then. And this book was on sale recently, so I bought it because I always wanted it. I'm gonna reread it at some point in my life. I don't know, but it's just like part of a collection book, you know. These two, which are part of a series I really love, but I only can find translated versions, even though the authors are like American and British, so I'm not really getting this, but maybe because it's a bit old books. I have the Kiss Me series, so Kiss Me in Rome and Kiss Me in London. I really love the covers, and I read the other 4 books in the series and I really loved it. Now it's Christmas time, so it's now or never or next year, but this one has like a really interesting plot. Probably I'm trying to read them, but I'm not really reading in my language. As you can see, it's mostly English books. This book is probably, I'm not gonna read it because it's kind of boring. This is my very Italian holiday, and the big plot is that the girl Gina arrives to Lake Como and he meets a Italian guy called Fabio. And yeah, this book is mostly based in Scotland, where the girl is from, so not really where the point is going, at the back, that he goes to Italy. But it can be a cute book, just I don't really have the urge to read it. Then with this one, actually, so it's called One Small Thing, and the plot is really interesting, but yeah, at the very beginning, we know the big plot twist. I don't know if this is a spoiler, because when I got the recommendation for this book, I know about that part, and that's what made me interested in this book. But that we know that, and she knows that, I don't know it's that interesting anymore, but maybe I'm gonna hold on to it a little bit more and finish it. This is a new release book just for this summer. I don't know. Honestly, the writing or the text is really big in this book, that's why it's so massive. But I heard good things about the author, so maybe. So I'm gonna hold on to this as well, but I read one chapter and I was really invested in. And we have My Big Greek Summer, also by Sue Roberts, and with the Italian one, I have not big hopes for this one, even though I love Greek and books that set in Greek. But we have the American Roommate Experience. Honestly, I'm looking at these books and I have no idea if I want to read them or not, because the first book I really hated, but I'm more interested in this book, and originally just wanted to read this book, but when I heard there's a book one, I wanted to start there, but it was a mistake. I saw this one feels a little bit thinner than book one. Maybe as well. Really love the cover, and the guy is American here. Well, in book one too. Anyways, I've been to Croatia mainly enough times, but I never read a book about it. So I'm kind of curious what's inside it. Also, this is like something similar than the Kiss Me series, so I'm gonna hold on to it. This is a really heavy book. It's The Haunting Adeline book 2, and I didn't know that there's 2 books in this series, so I thought this is book 1 and the only book. But that way I'm not that interested in it, even though the inside is really beautiful. Wow. This summer will be different. I don't know why I bought this book. Probably gonna sell it. Next one is The Dead Romantics, and the guy is a ghost, so that's what really gives it for me, because I love ghosts. But yeah, I'm gonna read this. Then next one is Lolly for You. I just really love the title of this book, so we shall see, but I hope it's gonna be good. This one also has a really pretty cover because it's pink. But it's wild love, so let's give it a try. Next one is Big Summer. So okay, this has like a plus size girl in it, and she meets her ex or something. I'm not really remembering the plot, but it's something like that. So it really got me that it's about a plus size girl, because I don't think we got too many books with plus size girlies. So yeah, and she's also a model. Yeah, that's what was really interesting also. So in the summer, but hopefully I'm gonna read this. If not, you can find it on my Vinted. So it's Twisted Games, and I really love the plot that the princess and her bodyguard, but I just don't know. Like with the other books, I don't know, because I love the plot and I know it's spicy, which is something I like, but yeah, I never read her book, so I don't know what to expect. Life's Too Short. I had this book in Hungarian, but I bought it in English because I'm reading in English. But since then, I'm not really like looking forward to read this book. It's just over here on the book cart. So probably I'm gonna resell it or something. Flawless. I know many people love this book and I really love this kind of cover, but other than that, I'm not really invested into the story. I have no idea what this is about or something that I would enjoy. So, because many people love this, I'm gonna put it on my wanted. It's the Inheritance game, and the cover is just so beautiful. I love it. And it has romance, it has mystery in it, which like two big faves for me. So, I'm looking forward for this. And also, I got the hardcover, so it was like a box set, and this is why the fourth book is not matching in this. Then the Midnight Library. Also, I know I'm gonna read this book at some point in my life, because the part that she rewriting her own life and see the different endings is just so interesting to me that I have to read it. Then so this is love. So as a kid, like Cinderella was my fave princess, and yeah, recently Cinderella is in the new Descendants movie, and they sing this song actually in the movie, and yeah, I'm just really curious what this book holds. I started it, and so far I really enjoyed it, but because of school and the other book situation and this whole book situation, I haven't picked it up since then. But it's really giving me like the old, like the Descendants book series, especially like both of them are Disney and they have like this Disney book smell, which I love. I don't know what they're doing, but it's really, really good smell. Carlitos and his wife wrote a book, and I read the second book, which is kind of like an activity book, but this is like the actual book version of it. So yeah, and I really love what I read in the second book, so I'm looking forward for this. I read Maybe Someday, but I read the whole series. I really loved it. I was obsessed. That's why I'm keeping this book. Maybe because it's really giving BTR, and I actually rooted for the two main characters, Ridge and Sydney, I think her name was. But yeah, probably the only Colin Holland book that I really invested in and really loved. So yeah, also the second book is really cool, and also the third one, the happy endings, is just perfect. I really loved it. The other book that I really enjoyed is Funny Story by Emily Henry, from my number one fave Emily Henry book. Her writing is really interesting. It is super amazing. I really love this one. And then with Bride, I just really love that it's a vampire and divorce relationship, and yeah, that explains the rest because I love these two creatures. This book also has some kind of scientific effect to it. I don't know if this is a word or not, but the point is it has some science stuff in it, but it kind of makes sense that I agree. Because otherwise I read or tried to read her other books, but it was so scientist stuff that I hate. Actually, I was confused most of the part of this book, but around the end, like the plot twist, it was like I was shocked. So I really enjoyed it, but maybe I like resell it or something, because it's not a book that I'm so attached to, but the end was really amazing. Next up is What Happens After Midnight. I have no idea what this book is about. Water Break. We have, I don't know, Love Unwritten. I have no idea what to do about this series, but these two books in the series, and I love it when it's purple, one is pink. I hope the third one, if there's gonna be a third one, it's gonna be blue. But I'm actually looking forward to read this. It's gonna be a long time to read them because they are super long, but yeah, I'm here for it. I love and series, so I read Love and Olives, absolutely loved it, so I'm looking forward to read the other two. And the same with the Icebreaker series. I read the first book and I loved it, like I annotated it, and I actually started the second one, but for some reason I haven't picked it up yet. And I also got the third one, And the height is different is because the first two are UK copies, and I recently got the third one, and it's US copy, so it's OG. And the high reference is because of that. Very last book so far that I own, but haven't read yet, Water Break. There's this song that goes like truly madly deeply. Like that's the name of the song basically. So that's why I got interested in this book. I hope it's gonna be interesting, and I'm kind of associating this book with the song, so I hope it's gonna be as amazing as the song because the song is really beautiful. After deciding and going through these books, I think I'm gonna go and do some book reading vlogs or something like that, but not as often as somebody who make book videos. Okay, so it's gonna be a thing on my channel. Anyways, so I think I'm going to do some book reading vlogs, videos, book related stuff on this channel. I hope you guys stick around, and hopefully I will see you guys in my next video, and hopefully next time when I see you I won't be sick. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Peace.